Welcome, guys, to another World War Marvel. As you know, I'm your channel host, Adam, and today I have again with me
Sean.
Sean, welcome back, dude. How's everything? Good. So, as per normal, we've already rolled off for priority, and I think every time I've played you, you've always won priority. So, you ended up going with Secure for today's Marvel Crisis Protocol Battle Report, and you chose to go with, out of your three, and drawn the two, you chose to go with Demons Downtown. As our competence or compupence, whatever comes due. Something comes due. I've never used that word in my life. So basically, you place 3 flaming portals as targets of opportunity, as indicated on map E, so along the center of the board. And then you score 1 victory point for each flaming portal that you secure during the cleanup phase. During the power phase, all characters within range 1 of the flaming portal also gain the Incinerate condition, which lowers your defenses by 1. So then that's 19th, right? Yeah. And you had priority. So mine was the extractions, and I went with Panic Grip City as evacuation efforts continue. Place 4 citizens as indicated on map B. They are civilian tokens. Players score 1 victory point for each citizen held by a character they control during the cleanup phase. So you're scoring a victory point for each citizen. But you can only carry 1 citizen at a time. And if you ever have 6 power, you can immediately discard that citizen to gain 2 victory points. That's right. We've played this one before. It is also 19 threat, so it made the decision on your behalf quite simple that we are doing a 19 threat match. So you are going with straight up Avengers. And I am going with a mix of so my roster was a mix of Criminal Syndicate and Spider Foes. And really the squad that I'm taking in today's match could go to either side. I could play Fisk and the Criminal Syndicate, or I could do Green Goblin and his Spider Foes, because I have enough models to represent both affiliations, because you need more than 50%. I'm doing Criminal Syndicate because I don't think I've ran them yet, and so I want to try my hand at them at this point in time. But we've already threw our squads together, we've already picked our tactics cards, and so let's get right into the match from there. And here we are with my squad for today's match. So the guys up front are the ones that I'm bringing in today's match. I have Venom, and I have the only non-sort of affiliation character in here, which is Enchantress. And then a mixture with everybody else between Spider Foes and Criminal Syndicate. So the 3 in the center are going to be the Criminal Syndicate ones. So then obviously Venom is also the Spider Foes. So we got Kingpin, the leader, Bullseye, Green Goblin, and Venom. And then in the back for the other characters, I got Taskmaster, I have Killmonger, Crossbones, Doc Ock, and MODOK. So we will see how this list plays out today, or squad I should say, for 19 threat. Tactics cards wise, I have Tactical Analysis, so after character may spend 2 power to play this card, choose another allied character within range 3, and the chosen character may advance short. I have Shadow Organization, so during the power phase, any number of allied characters may spend 2 power to play this card. Enemy characters must be within range 2 of the characters that spent power to target them with attacks. I'm doing Hired Muscle, which is any character may spend 1 power to play this card. Each civilian token within range 3 of this character is placed within range 2 of its current position. And then I have Extreme Conditioning. When a character begins a move action during its activation, it may spend 2 power to play this card. It may use a long movement tool during this movement. And then also an allied character, Cruelty. So if an allied character damages an enemy character with an attack during this activation, after the attack is resolved, the attacking characters may spend 2 power to play this card. Perform the attack listed above, which is Twist the Knife, range 5 strength attack, and then it can only be this attack can only have dice added to the attack from critical results, and this character cannot modify its attack dice during this attack. So those are my tactics cards and squad. And Sean's list for today, starting off on the left here is we have Black Widow, we have good old Thor, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, and Captain America. So a couple of captains, God, Super Agent character and, well, the king of Wakanda himself. And then for your tactics cards that you have Smash. So basically, if you're within range 1 of a interactive terrain feature that is smaller in size than they may spend 2 power to play this card. The terrain feature is destroyed and removed from the battlefield. Add a number of dice to the activation to the active character's attacks. This activation equal to the size of the terrain feature. Med pack to heal 2 damage. Spend 2 power and heal 3 damage to yourself or another character within range 3 of you. Field dressing, so a character within range 2 of you of a dazed allied character may spend a character within range 2 of a dazed allied character may spend 4 power to play this card. Remove the dazed token and 1 damage from the allied character. Avengers assemble any number of allied Avenger characters. May spend 1 power to play this card. Characters that spent the power, advance short, and then 1/2 punch. Basically, you have 2 characters within, or 2 allies within range 2 of an enemy, and they spend 1 power each to play this. Add 2 dice to the attack roll. Pretty good. So that is that. I'll show you the board next. So here we have the board. So the board itself actually is a battle board from Battle Kiwi that I've been working on and painting up. I don't have it fully done. I want to add some more debris, such as like newspapers and debris that come with the bases, like the coffee cups and stuff like that, as well as like weathering, like watermarks and everything on this board. But it's good enough to still play with the road markings and the pavement and such. But it is a battle board by Battle Kiwi. Really cool, really fun. Thank you for sending it to me, Battle Kiwi. Great product. I love it. So anyhow. So we got some trees, which are all size 2, cars, which are size 2, lights, obviously, and scatter train size 1, size 3, good old Daily Bugle newsstand, size 4 garbage truck from Atomic Mass Games. They sent me that, as well as the new terrain New York City construction set over there, which we'll get to that. So that's a size 4. And then also we have size 5 buildings here, and here. Another size 2 car here. Dumpster, which is size 3. We have that, which is size 3. Obviously, scattered train size 1, as well as the barrels in the back. Size 4 Fisk work trailer, and then size 2 cement mixer over there. So for objectives wise, we have a citizen here, citizen up the alleyway, demon portal here, and here, and another citizen on the back of the garbage truck, because the garbage truck does have somebody in the back there, and then another one over here in the construction zone as well. So that is the board for today's match. We'll come back with deployment next. So here we are with a deployment. So I have decided, obviously, because I have Wilson Fisk, or Kingpin, over here on my squad, or in my squad, I have decided to go and set up on this side of the board because of the Fisk trailer. I think it just makes sense. So I put Green Goblin here, and across from Black Panther and Captain Marvel, Venom here, Bullseye, Kingpin, and then Enchantress up there, where you have Black Widow over there on that car, Captain America, Thor in the center, and then again Captain Marvel and Black Panther over there. So that is what the board looks like, and the stage is set for round 1. We will come back after the power phase. Black Widow's up first for Sean. What are you going to do with her? You going to take a move down the building?
Yep, she's going to move
right over there?
right over to there.
Sounds good. Grabbing that citizen, paying 1.
Yep.
Okay. Yep, and grabbing the citizen as well.
Yep.
Sounds great. And second action for her is going to be what?
It's going to be to move off to...
All the way back over to that back objective, I'm assuming, or towards it at least?
Yeah, I'm going to try to end up here.
Yeah. Yeah, somewhere around there. Yep. Now, FYI, for the people that might be questioning, there is a lip here on the sidewalks, but we're just considering it all flat, so that way you can set up like that. We're not making it as like 2 separate terrain features. We're just going to do it so it's flat, or consider it flat, the curbs. Green Goblin's going to be my first activation for this round, number 1, and he's going to move basically up on top of this here, like so. I just moved it. He's not going to interact with that one, because now he's going to move up just to be within range 3 of that citizen token there. Second action is to move down here like so. I didn't quite have the distance to do it, and then he's going to spend his 1 power play Hired Muscles. So paying 1 power, going to play Iron Muscle, and so what I get to do is each civilian token that is within range 3 of the character is placed within range 2 of its current position. So I'm going to start off with this one. I wish I brought advanced R&D for this. Never even thought about it, but it's going to be placed back here. And then this one as well is sort of going to be placed towards Venom. And the second one is placed there like so. Black Panther's next for Sean. What are you going to do with him? Take a move action, move up the board?
Yep, I'm going to take a move action. Move
Yeah,
forward.
sounds good. Placing him there.
Yep.
Sounds good. And yes, he is just within range 1 if you want to interact with that. Or he might be able to jump on the back one if he was so inclined as well. Who knows? We'll see what he does. And spending the power there to pick up that citizen token on Black Panther. Second action for Black Panther. Just another move.
Yep.
Coming along the back. I see. Very interesting. And that is Black Panther's go.
Yep.
Second activation for me is going to be Enchantress, and she's going to jump up here to that token, basically. I could go a little bit further than that. Yeah, about there. She'll spend 1 of her 2 power to pick that citizen up as well. Second action is just to jump up onto this building as well, and she's basically going to be up here, like so. Captain Marvel's up next. What are you going to do with her?
She is going to move
Up the board?
up the board.
Sounds good. Like so?
Kind of up here.
Yep. Hanging off the Daily Bugle.
No, do that.
Sounds great. Second action for Captain Marvel is to shoot into Green Goblin with her. Is it Energy Blast? Is that what it's called, I think? Alright, sounds good. Range 4 dice. We're going to use this dice tray instead of rolling on the board just to be on the safe side. So let's see what you get with your 4 die attack. And you do get to re-roll any of these as well. So you got 1 so far. My defense roll, I got none, and then you get to re-roll those 3 if you are so inclined, which I would be. And you got 2. Alright, so Green Goblin will take 2 damage. Bullseye is going to be going next, and he's just going to take a move action to control said objective and hang out there like so. Thor is up next for Sean. You're going to move him up the board?
Yep.
Alright, sounds good. That's 1 movement. Anything else?
Just making sure I'm in range.
You're outside of range 1. Actually, going to keep Thor back just within range 1 of your back objective, and then you're still within throwing range of the hammer if you were so inclined to do so.
Yes, I am.
It is a 5 die physical attack, so let's see what happens. Yeah. Ew!
Oh, okay.
Wow! Roll that crit in there.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! That's 6. 6. Yeah, just take him out. No, just take him out. I'm blocking 3 so far with 2 crits. I'm blocking 5.
Aww.
Wow! So he's going to take 1 point of damage. That's not bad. Okay, I'll take that as well. And the Green Goblin gains the shock special condition as well. Venom's going to be next. He's going to come over here like so, and basically with his short movement, and here, he's also going to pick up that citizen. And I'll just do a second move action to move over here like so, but I just want to be outside of range 2. So I can benefit from striking you, but you can't strike me. Cap is up next for you, Sean. What are you going to do with him? Move him up the board, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Alright, sounds good. Moving. Like so.
Yep.
First movement ending up there. Second one just within the center of the board. Contesting that center objective like so. Fisk is up next, and the last activation for round 1. He's going to come up the board with 1 movement to there. And then with a second one, just within 1 of that as well. So, End of round 1. This is what the board is looking like. Enchantress and Venom both have a citizen for me, and I'm controlling, 2 objectives. And then, so I jump up to 4 victory points. And Sean, you have a citizen on Black Panther, as well as Black Widow, and then your portal in the back, so you get 3 from that as well. So, and we will go into round 2 next. First action for you, Sean, is going to be who? Or first activation, I should say, is going to be who?
It'll be Black Panther.
Black Panther? Okay.
Yep.
So you're going to move and have some fun?
Yep. I'm just going to move in range. So end up
just back in somewhere along there.
Sounds
good. Second action for Black Panther is going to be a mantle, or I should say he's going to use superpower, Mantle of the Black King, which allows you to reroll any attack rolls. And then he's going to do a strike into Venom. We go with the attack roll from Black Panther into a Venom. Okay, that is a crit, and then a hit and a wild, and then 2 failures, which you can't reroll those, unfortunately. Add in that crit roll, yep. So that's 4. And my defense roll, I'm not defending any of those, so he's going to take 4 damage from that. And the push short, you're going to push him back.
Yep.
Like so. Sounds good. And I am still just within range of using so many snacks, and we are Venom, because now I'm sitting at 5 power on him as well. Here's my so many snacks, or sorry, we are Venom roll. It is a physical, so that is your high defense. So that is 3 so far. And my crit rolls, that adds 4 so far. Now you do get to add blanks into your rule. So let's see what you get. So you're blocking all 4, so it doesn't matter. And not doing anything else with Venom. With Black Panther. You're ending his activation. Gonna go with Green Goblin next. What he's gonna do is he's gonna move up here like so, and then he's gonna do a pumpkin bomb into Black Panther. And he's also going to do a hit and run as well. So it's only gonna be a 3-die attack energy, because that is Black Panther's weaker defense, but I'm hoping to get a wild here. Here we go with my energy attack. I do get a wild, which is what I was wanting. So you have 3 defense versus energy. You do block it, but you are going to be taking the Incinerate special condition on him. And the moving medium, he's just going to go to the other side of this tree over here.
I can't attack either, can it? No.
Black Widow's going to be next. What are you going to do with her? Move and hold that objective?
She is going to move completely off.
Oh, okay. Interesting play. And just moving her there like so, that way she can still hold that back objective, and Thor can come up and do some action. Enchantress is going to go next. She's going to start off by spending 2 power to use Siren's Call. Siren's Call allows me to choose an enemy character within range 3, which is going to be Cap down there, and then advance them short, which is going to be basically back like so. Second, her first action, I should say, during this activation is just to move like so down that way. So that way I'm still within range 3 of that dumpster and have a nice beam lined up there like so. Going up against, let's do Cap first as the first attack for my Spurned Affection. So I gain 1 power from it from attacking Cap, and then any wilds I'll also sap power as well. So are you spending 1 power to try to bodyguard?
Yes.
Okay. And Sean, you are spending 1 power to do Vibranium Shield.
Yep.
Onto Cap.
5.
All right. Yeah. So you have 5 dice versus my 5 attack dice. I have 2 and no saps there either. So let's see what you get. You block them all with 3 wilds there.
Oh, that means I can't do bodyguard.
Mm-hmm. Next one's going to be into Thor. Let's see what happens there. The attack roll onto Thor. I got 1, so I will sap a power from him.
Alright.
I got 1.
Thor's is 4, so
yeah.
1.
So he's down to 3 energy.
3.
Block and done.
None.
Alright, so you take lose a power, gain a power. Then lastly, onto a Black Widow. It is energy, so she is not incinerated, unfortunately for me. And there's a good attack roll. I got 3 on you, and no wilds. Your defense roll with your 2. I have 3 on you. You block 2, so you take 1 as well. And up next, I'll use Hell Hath No Fury and throw that good old dumpster, which is within range 3 of her, and throw it into Cat there as well. The dodge roll. Let's see what happens. 2 crits is really good. Let's see what you get. Alright, you block everything.
Block everything.
Wow. Sean's going to allow me to play Cruelty onto Thor as well, spending 2 power to use the Tactics card, which gives me a Strength 5 attack onto Thor. Here we go with the 5 dice. And so that is 3 going into you. And you block none, so that's 3 more damage on Thor. Thor is up next for you. You're going to be doing a charge.
Yep.
Alright. Moving up the board like so.
Yep.
Sounds good. Look at that. Here's the strike up against Fisk. Let's see what happens. I do have 4 physical defense versus your 6 dice. Here we go. That's 2. You do get the throw, though, which is really good. And I may be staggered. Alright, so throw that crit in there. Let's see what you get. So 2. I'm going to block 2. And I don't think I get the stagger because you did not cause any damage, but you do get to throw me. Okay, so Kingpin here is going to be thrown back from that wild, like so, but he does not suffer damage from collisions with other characters. So that's fine, but Bullseye needs to make a dodge test now. Bullseye and his dodge roll. Let's see what happens. I'm not dodging anything, so he's going to take 4 damage and gain 4 power. Throwing a hammer into a Bullseye for your next action. Let's see what happens. Here we go with the attack roll. That is nothing, sir. Nothing. Alright. Okay. I will gain the shock condition, I guess. Bullseye is going to go next. First off, I'm going to spend 2 power to play Tactical Analysis to allow Fisk to move short. And Fisk goes there like so with a short movement. Next, I'm going to shake the shock from Bullseye for his first action. And then I'll probably do Pincushion onto Thor. Pincushion into a good old Thor, now that I shook the shock condition on Bullseye. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Here we go with dice roll for the Pincushion. That is 3 going into you.
Okay.
And the roll. Blocking 1, so you take 2 more. And with that said, that is a dazed Thor sitting on that center objective. Cap is up next.
Yep.
What are you going to do with him?
He is actually probably going to... Do I really want to move him up?
Let's see. Cap is going to hang out there and do his first... Is he going to do a strike or a shield throw into Enchantress?
He is going to probably do the shield throw because there's a benefit I can...
Okay. Bounce it off. Yep. Absolutely. Here's the shield throw. You don't have the power to stop me from using my Mystic Defense, so I will be using my Mystic Defense with Enchantress. So you're hoping for that wild to bounce some extra damage around?
Yep.
Let's see. That's a wild, so that's 2. And if you want to just move those over there, I will roll my defense, which I also block it, so she takes no damage. But you do get to bounce it into Kingpin if you want, which is not bad. So
not bad.
4 dice again. So that's 1. And Kingpin blocks it as well.
Blocks it as well.
Doing the same thing again. Let's see what happens. So that's 2. No bounce this time. And because it is going into Enchantress, I don't block any, though, unfortunately. So she will take 2 damage. Venom is going to be my next activation, and he will be doing a strike into Black Panther over here. And that strike from Venom only generate 1 hit. So let's see what you get with your 3 dice. And you block it. Doing the exact same thing with Venom over there into Black Panther with another strike. Let's see what happens. So that's 3. That's not bad. And you block none, so you take 3 damage. Oh, no, sorry, you got a blank there, so you take 2 damage.
2 damage.
Yeah, and I'll gain 2 power from that. And you are bleeding as well. And Captain Marvel is going to be your next activation. She's just going to move basically to the other side. Give or take. Right about there. Sounds good. Doing an energy blast as her second action. Who are you going to target with that?
I'm going to target Fisk.
And going into Fisk. We go with the attack roll versus my 2 dice because I am incinerated. So yeah. You got 2 there. I block 1. Okay. And you have 2. You can re-roll that because of the energy blast. So if you want to re-roll those 2, you might as well. That's 4. I will spend 1 power, okay, to take that down to me taking 2 damage and gaining 2 power. Up next for Captain Marvel, what are you going to do? Throw the Daily Bugle newsstand into Fisk?
Into Fisk.
Okay. Here we go with Fisk's dodge roll. So I'm dodging 3. I will spend the last one to reduce it as well. Do I want to do that? I don't know. I will take 1 power and reduce it down to 0 damage onto Fisk. Fisk is up next. You are within range for me to do this. I'm going to do a street level negotiations and throw Captain Marvel into good old Black Widow, like so. Dodge roll for Black Widow.
She's not disintegrated yet, so she... 3?
Yep. Blocking 1 takes her down to 2.
2.
Alright.
Okay.
Sorry. You blocked 1? Yeah, takes it down 2. Yeah. Okay, so Fisk and his next action is to move up just within range 1 over here. And I'm going to do a cane beam on everybody.
She take damage too.
So, starting off with Black Widow back there, I'm going to do my cane laser onto her. Are you going to bodyguard with Cap?
Yes.
Alright, sounds good. So here we go. Let's see what happens. So you go down to 3 energy defense. So I got 3 there, sir. Block and done, so take 3 damage on Cap. Yep. I guess I'll go up against Captain Marvel next. Anything from Cap?
Can you do it again?
Yeah, you can do it again, but it costs full amount of 2 if you want to put it on him. But Captain Marvel's energy defense is really good. Here's the attack roll on Captain Marvel. 2.
Yours is 4.
Yep.
So, let's see.
And you block it. Lastly, onto Cap with my cane laser as well. And here we go with the attack roll. 1! You block 1. You're good. End of round 2 cleanup phase-wise. Thor is no longer dazed and is just going over to his injured side. I do score 4 victory points. I have 2 citizens, 1 on Venom, 1 on Enchantress, as well as 2 objectives, that and the center one. And you score 3 your back, plus your 2 citizens, the one that is on Black Widow, and then the one that is on Black Panther over here. So you go up to 6 to my 8. And we'll go into round 3 afterwards. And just as a note, in the power phase as well, Thor does regain Incinerate condition because he would have lost it after being dazed, but then he gets it in the power phase. So as well as Black Widow, and it also Captain Marvel gets it as well. Going into round 3, Sean, who's going to be your first activation?
Black Widow.
Okay, and what is she going to do?
She is going to go after...
Take a move action?
She's going to take a move action.
Sounds good. Just move up behind Fisk?
Yep.
Alright, like so. Black Widow's going to try striking with her, basic strike, energy into Enchantress, but she is not going to spend 2 power to negate her mystical defense. So no, you're not, Sean, correct?
Yep.
Alright, so roll away, sir. Roll your 4 dice. That's 1. My 5, I block it with 3. Okay. Anything else from her then? Probably not, eh?
Yeah, that's everything she can do.
Yep. Starting off with Enchantress, I am going to do a Spurned Affection from her onto Thor first, okay? I'm going to be hitting both Black Widow and Thor on that one, so let's see what happens. 5 dice into Thor.
Alright.
Okay. That is 4 going into Thor.
It's energy, right?
It is energy, so your defense goes down to 3.
Yeah.
Blocking none, so you take 4 damage. I'll gain 1 power from that as well. Up next, I'm going to be doing the attack roll into Black Widow, which you're going to be bodyguarding with Cap.
Yep.
Okay. Here's the attack roll into Cap then.
3.
So that's 3. I will be sapping 1 power from you as well.
Yeah.
I'm blocking none. So, yeah. And
Knocks out Cap.
yeah, that does knock out Cap. So that's that. Spend 3 of the 7 power on Enchantress and use Enthrall now onto Thor as well. That on 1 wild it gives you slow, on 2 it gives you stun, and then 3 it gives you stagger. I'm just hoping that it knocks Thor out. That's not bad. That's 3. No wilds though, unfortunately. And your mystical defense is 3, but it goes down to 2. So let's see what you roll on those 2 dice. I'm blocking 1. So that's, yeah. Roll your crit in there. See if you can get another block. You don't, so you block 1, you take 2 damage.
2 damage.
Yeah. Using 3 more power off Enchantress after that, I'm going to throw this lamppost into Black Widow, and hopefully that does enough to knock her out. Here's your dodge roll. Let's see what happens. You have 3 dice. Just need 1 of these to get through. And none of them, with 3 successes. Thor's up next for you, Sean. What are you going to do?
He's going to use Medpack.
Okay. On himself?
On Black Widow.
Okay, to heal her the 3 damage that's on her?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. That's 2 power to do that. Starting off next with Thor for your next activation. Second activation of round 3 for you.
God of...
You're going to do the God of Thunder. Alright, 6 power to do AoE 2, 7 dice. Where would you like to start? You got Fisk and you got Enchantress. Enchantress obviously is going to have her 5 dice because you only have 1 more power after using that med pack. So you can't use... you can't negate my Mystic defense on Enchantress. But I only have 2 defense with Fisk, because he is incinerated. So, who would you like to start with?
I think I'm going to start with Fisk.
Okay. Here's the 7 dice strike, God of Thunder strike, or attack into Fisk. Let's see what you get. That is really good. You got a total of 6 in there with a crit.
Yep.
So let's see what that crit result is. Nothing. Okay, so you got 6. I make 2, so that takes it down to 4. I will spend a power to take that down to 3, so he takes 3 damage, but gains 3 power as well. Now going into Enchantress, 7 dice into her. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Yep. Three. I'm blocking 1, so she'll gain 2 power from that. Thor's second action is going to be a basic strike into good old Fisk as well. Here's the roll. Let's see what you get. That's not good. That's 2 crits. Not good for me. Let's see what those 2 dice turn into. That's 3. So I got my 3 dice here. I'm blocking 1 for sure. I'm blocking 1. I will use another power to negate a second one, so he'll gain 1 power from that and take 1 more damage. Spending the last 2 power from Thor, you're going to throw Fisk into Enchantress. So Fisk does not suffer damage when colliding with, from collisions with another individual. So Enchantress, let's see what she can dodge, though. She needs to make both of these, and she doesn't. She is going to be taking 2 more damage and gaining 2 more power. But that also dazes her. And it also drops my Citizen token as well. And the Citizen token is going right there in between Cap and Captain Marvel. Fisk is going to be my next activation because I want to activate him before he is possibly knocked out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a headbutt, because I am within range 2, just barely, into Captain Marvel. Here's the attack roll from the headbutt into Captain Marvel. So I got a crit in there.
Yeah.
So 3.
3. Yes.
And you have 2 physical defense because you are incinerated as well.
Gains
The defense roll, going for Captain Marvel, 2 2 dice. You block 2. That's good. And that crit.
1 wild.
Yeah. And so you take 1. I'll gain 1 as well. And up next, I'm going to do spend 3 power of his 4 power from Kingpin to do Hail to the King onto Captain Marvel. 7 dice up against Sean's 2 physical defense currently. So let's see what I get. So that is 4.
And chance for 2 more damage.
And chance 2 crits. So let's see what those 2 crits turn into. So that's 5 going into her at this point in time. Let's see what your 2 comes into. Nothing. So you're going to be taking 5 damage. But before that damage happens, I do get to throw the character short. So, and throwing good old Captain Marvel like so. And Black Panther, who's all the way over here in the middle of nowhere. What are you going to do with him? Move? Or are you going to pounce and strike, or what? So starting off with Black Panther, you're going to spend 6 of the 7 power on him to get rid of the citizen that he has, scoring you 2 immediate points. First action for Black Panther is to move back into enemy lines. So we'll see what Sean does with his second action next. Pouncing onto Bullseye next. So you're just going to collide with him. Where do you want to move him? In front or behind, so you're holding the objective?
Behind.
Behind, okay. So, like so.
Yeah.
Okay. Rolling my dodge. Let's see what happens. Block 3. Take no damage. Dang. Striking now into a Bullseye, who is incinerated. Let's see what happens.
5 dice.
Ooh, that's 4. You need 2 crits, and then 2 more blocks after that. I don't. So he'll take 1 damage and is now dazed. Before damage is dealt, I do get pushed as well back here, like so. Is going to be my next activation for myself, because Sean has no others, followed by Green Goblin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 of Venom's 3 power, and I am going to give him, or use, Extreme Conditioning, which when tied up with his good old wall crawler allows him to move long, and he's moving there like so. Next action for Venom is going to be going after Thor? No. I think I'm going to go after Black Widow. Going after Black Widow with my symbiote tendrils. Let's see what happens. 5 dice versus your 2 physical defense, because you are incinerated. I got 2 on there. 2 wilds.
Alright.
You block 1.
Block 1.
And I don't think your martial artist procs, because I'm just outside of 2. Well, I'm outside of 2, but just within range 3. So yeah, you'll take 1 damage. I'll gain a power from that as well. Up next then for me is going to be Green Goblin. I'm going to do a hit and run action onto Thor, spending 2 power of Green Goblin's 3. Here's the attack roll. It's going to be energy, which is still, you get 3 dice. Let's see what I get. I got 1, sir. 1. Eat that, Thor. You block it. That's okay. And moving here, so that way I can just be within 3. We did do a better measurement of me putting it down of Black Widow, and I'm going to do my next action up against her, which will be a energy pumpkin bomb as well. Here we go. Let's see what I get. That's 1. That's not even enough to knock her out. Oh, that's shock. And you don't block. You take another damage onto Black Widow. End of round 3 cleanup phase. So here is what's going on. I scored 2 victory points, 1 from a citizen, 1 from holding the center objective, and the citizen on Venom, putting me up to 10, and Sean, who is also on 8 because he got rid of the 1 citizen on Black Panther, scores 2 from holding that objective, and the citizen on Black Widow, which I was trying to knock out. So we are both sitting at 10 victory points going into round 4. A lot of people are incinerated and are hurting at this point in time. On your first activation for round 4 is going to be who?
Black Widow.
Alright, what are you going to do? Spend the 6 power to gain 2 victory points right off the hop?
Yep.
Sounds good. First action is going to be a mixed technique into a Fisk. Let's see what you do. Nothing.
Nothing.
Alright, sounds good. Because that first stack did nothing, your second strike is going to be going into Fisk as well, which is 4 dice and energy. So, let's see, because you have no more power left. Let's see what you get now. That's better. Crit and a hit. Yeah. And then let's see what you get with the roll off. Cocked. There we go. Let's see. I block one. I block one. I will use a power to get rid of that second one, so that way he's still alive. Okay. Fisk is next. He's going to do a headbutt with Thor, or into Thor, to hopefully generate some power here. So it's 5 dice. It is physical, which is a good roll for you. And let's see what I get. That's 2. And the crit turns into 3. So you have 3 defense currently with Thor. And you're blocking 1. And then you get your crit in there. Block him 1. So I'm going to do 2 damage. That will take him out, and I'll gain 2 power as well. After that attack on Thor, Kingpin is going to do Hail to the King with his 3 last power into Cap. Here we go with the attack roll. Sean is using Vibranium Shielding to increase his physical defense up to 7. So let's see what happens. That is a terrible roll. That's 2, sir. 2. And you are blocking 2, 3 because of the blanks. Yep. And my throw on Cap is going to throw her or him into Captain Marvel over there, like so. She'll need to make a dodge test. Plus, you're now staggered as well with Captain America. And here we are with the dodge roll for Captain Marvel. Let's see what you get. You take 2 damage from that and gain 2 power as well. Correction, it's only a throw short, so I threw Cap over here into that light post, and so he takes 1 damage from that. Captain Marvel doesn't take any damage, though. Captain Marvel's up next. What are you going to do with her? You going to move over?
She's going to move over.
Okay. Sounds good.
That one?
Yep. And picking up that citizen like so, using one of her 6 power. Next action is going to be an energy blast up against Fisk, who is within range. Here's the attack roll. That's 2.
2?
Yep. And I block 1. That's going to be enough to knock him out anyway, so... Or daze him, I should say. Now, after gaining that 1 power from her energy blast, she's going to spend her now 6 power again to get rid of that citizen, also putting you up to 14 victory points. Green Goblin's going to be next for me. I'm going to do a Pumpkin Bomb energy into Black Panther. So you have 2 energy defense versus my 3. That's 2, because you are incinerated as well. You do add blanks, so you're good. I'm going to have to do that again, but I'll do a hit and run with that as well. Now, here we go.
Energy again? Energy
again, yep. 2 wilds.
2 wilds.
Yep. You block them 1. So you take 1. And I'll gain a power from that. And then, obviously, like I said, hit and run. So I'll give you the poison condition now. And now I'm controlling that center objective like so after that hit and run with the Green Goblin, leaving him on 2 power. Cap is up next for you.
He is going to throw his shield.
Sounds good. First action is a stagger on Cap to get rid of that. Then you're doing your shield throw. Who are you going into? Enchantress? Or somebody else?
Enchantress.
Enchantress? Okay. Are you going to spend the 2 powers so that way I don't use my mystical defense, or you're not? Because you have 5 power on him currently.
Yeah.
Okay. So you use 2 of Cap's powers
2 of Cap.
to negate my enchanting ability. Here we go, 4 dice shield throw into my 2 physical defense. You don't get any bounce from that. Let's see what I get. I don't take or block anything, so that is 2 damage onto Enchantress. And that is it for Cap as well. Enchantress is going to be next for me. I'm going to start off by spending 2 of her 7 power to do Enchantress Song. Or, sorry, Siren's Song. onto Captain Marvel to move her short. And she is advancing short like so. Actually, I'm going to just angle it a little bit more so that way I can go like that. And so, yeah. Up next, I will be coming up here like so with a move to now control that objective because it can't stop me from doing that. Enchantress' second action is to do a enthrall into Captain America, which is a 7-die attack costing 3 power. And it is mystical, so you can't do vibranium shielding. Here we go with the 7 dice. Hopefully this roll is well. That's 3. Not terrible, not the best, less than 50%. You block 2, and you get 3. You block all 3 technically because your blanks adds in there too.
Right.
But I will also give you the slow special condition on Cap because that was a wild in there. So Black Panther's up next. You're just gonna move him up towards Venom.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good.
So
he'll move up.
I'll move up just onto that.
Yeah. Do a strike. I'm assuming.
Do a strike.
Okay. Here we go with a strike.
5 dice.
Okay.
Under Venom. Let's see if this does anything.
Not with that.
No.
Let me see if I can block those. I sure can. So no damage on Venom.
No.
Okay. Using one of his powers just to pounce back and into contesting that zone as well. And you also take a point of damage from bleed after pouncing into that barricade like so. Barricade is also destroyed because it's only size 1. Bullseye is going to do a hit and run, or be my next activation, so we're going to do a hit and run onto a Black Panther. So he spends 2 power, and then, yeah, I'll do my throwing knife attack into Black Panther. Here we go, 4 dice attack. That is 4 hits.
A lot.
That is 4 going into Black Panther. You have 3 physical defense, though, and you add blanks currently into this as well. So that's 2.
2.
There's no way for you to get a 4th one in there, so you're gonna take a damage as well. Yeah, so you're gonna take 1 damage, which is enough to daze you, and I'll gain a power from that as well. In the hit and run portion, I get to come over here, and yeah, I just want to be within range 1 of this point here.
I should have just run him into him.
Last activation for this round is going to be Venom. He's going to come up here like so, and then I'm going to have some fun, I think. After moving there, I'm going to do a We Are Venom into a Captain Marvel back in the back there. Doing anything about that, Sean? Bodyguarding by any chance or anything like that with Cap? Are you?
Cap.
Or are you just going to take it on her?
I'm just going to take it on her.
Okay, sounds good. Here we go, my 7 dice versus your 3 on Captain Marvel. That is a terrible roll. That is only 2. What does she get on her defense roll?
3.
Blocking 1 for sure. Blocking 1. So you take 1 damage. I heal 1 damage. End of round 4. I currently have all 3 objectives plus the 1 citizen, putting me up to 14. And Sean, you don't score anything because you're dazed here. I contest that because I have Green Goblin who's healthy. And then, yeah, I got the back one with Enchantress as well. So we're tied at 14 points apiece going into round 5. In the power phase, basically everybody's incinerated, minus Venom and the 2 Caps back there. So we'll come back with Sean's first activation next. Black Widow is going to be Sean's first activation. What are you going to do with her?
She is going to
strike into Venom. Sounds good. 4 dice versus my 2 energy defense. Let's see what you get, sir. That's a crit and a hit. That's 2. That's not bad.
That's 2.
That's a good start. Good start, sir. Good start. That's 2. I'm blocking 1, so I'll take 1 and gain a power. After that attack, because he did not get any wilds, I don't lose any power or anything, but I gain a power, giving me 2 power on Venom, so he's going to do so many snacks and strike you back. Here we go, the strike back into a Black Widow. That's not bad. That is 4. That is 4 going into her. It is a physical attack. You are incinerated, so you have 2 defense.
2 defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
And you block 1. But I only need to deal 1 to you.
1.
So that is
And
1 damage, and
attack.
no, you can't. You are dazed now on her, and I gain a power from that as well. Enchantress is going to be next for me. I'm going to start off by a spurned affection, hitting both Captain Marvel and Captain America. First attack will go up against Captain Marvel. You gonna do anything about that? Bodyguard or anything along those lines? Nope. Okay. Here we go. 5 dice. That is 3 crits.
Energy?
It is energy, yeah. So you have 4 defense versus that. So I have 5 dice coming in at you right now. Yeah.
Alright.
Let's see what you roll, sir. You do have 2, and one of those wilds will convert one of mine to a blank, which is nice. So now add your other die in there from your crit. That's 2. So that's still gonna be nothing. And on top of taking no damage after converting 2 of my dice into blanks, you also gain 2 power from doing that as well. So that's pretty good. And going into Cap next, here we go. 5 dice again. That is going to be sapping 2 power off of you. And so I'll be gaining 4 power in total so far. It's going to be 4 dice or damage going into you as well. So you block 2, but you got a crit, so you can add another die.
Yep.
So, alright, so you block 3, so you take 1.
Take 1.
And then I gained in total 4 power from that as well. Second action, or next action, is to be doing a enthrall on Captain America. 7-die mystical attack, costing me 3 of my 8 power on Enchantress. Here's the attack roll. Let's see what happens. So that's not terrible. So that's 3 with a crit in there. So let's see what that crit. That's 4 onto Cap. You have 3 defense.
3 defense, come on.
Blocking 1.
Blocking 1.
Yeah.
Can't use those.
I think your blanks, they do count actually. You do block 3 with Cap and take 1 damage only on him as well. Then, spending the last 4 out of 5 power from Enchantress, she's using Siren's Call, and is going to send good old Captain Marvel back here, short, and then the other one will be affecting Cap, and I want him to go back here, short as well. And that is her go. Cap's going to be responding in turn for that enthrallment and Siren's Call. We'll see what he does. Cap's going to do a shield throw into Venom.
Yep.
4 dice versus my 4 dice as well. Let's see what you get. That is 2. I'm blocking none. He will take 2 damage. And
There's the last action.
leaving, I have 6 damage now on Venom. So, out of 7, you're going to do another shield throw from Cap after that. Okay, let's see what you get. That's, oh. So, crit and hit. Let's see what that crit is. 2. Come on, Venom, make a couple of these, buddy. I get 1. I get 1. So I'll take another point of damage, and that will daze Venom as well. And placing the citizen token up the board like so. Gonna be going after Bullseye, or with Bullseye for my next activation after Sean activated Cap there. So I'm gonna start off with a throwing knife into a good old Black Panther. Throwing knife into Black Panther. 4 dice versus your 3 physical defense currently. That is really good. That is 3, sir. Using the Vibranium Armor ability to add 2 dice to your physical defense, bringing you up to 5. Let's see what you get. Nothing.
Nothing.
Alright, because you no longer add blanks in because of your weakened side.
Yep.
So you're going to take 3 damage. I'll gain 3 power from that as well. Bullseye now using 4 of his 6 power. He's going to do a pin cushion onto Black Panther. Pin cushion into Black Panther, 5 dice. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Are you using Vibranium shielding again?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 power now. But that is pretty good. That is 3 plus a crit. That is 3 into your 5 dice.
Okay.
Blocking 3. I will spend 2 power, or 1 power to do I Never Miss. which automatically does 1 damage to you as well. So,
Okay.
and the rapid fire ability from this, let's see what happens. It's automatically part of the power, so let's see. I should have asked, are you doing your vibranium armor? That's my bad, and that was a blank. So, there's the crits. 5, sir, 5. Vibranium shielding with your armor, adding 5 dice defense now. Let's see what happens. You do have 2, but that's not, I don't think, going to be enough. Yeah, no, that's not enough. That is going to be a knocked out Black Panther as well. Captain Marvel's up next. What are you going to do with her?
She's going to advance
first. Take a move action to advance. Are you picking that up?
Yep.
Alright. Sounds good. Like so. Second action for Captain Marvel is going to be a strike into Enchantress. You're not going to stop me from using my mystical defense by spending 2 power?
Nope.
Okay. That, you're sitting on 3 power right now, and you're hoping, I'm assuming, to spike to get those 3 damage, so you can get rid of that.
Just punch.
Yeah.
So it's 5.
5 dice. Alright, I have 5 mystical defense. Let's see what you get, sir. Well, that's a pretty good roll. That's 3. If I don't roll anything, add your crit in there. And let's see what you get. That's 3. Okay, so I need to make 1 of these, which I do. I block 3. Yeah, I blocked 3, so no damage there.
No damage.
Nothing. And using Danvers Special, you're going to throw Enchantress?
Yes.
Alright, so you're just going to throw her into Fisk, and he won't suffer any damage from a collision with another character, but Enchantress will take 1. Now, just as a note, I was thinking of when you finish your advance there, to use Trick or Treat, because I do have 3 power on the Green Goblin, but I could have gave you the power to get rid of that citizen right off the bat if you did your energy blast and you didn't save either of the 2 damage from the collision from Trick or Treat. And I'm like, no, I don't want to give you the win by doing that. So I didn't use Trick or Treat, but I was definitely thinking about it there. But I'm going to go with Green Goblin next. He's just going to do a hit and run pumpkin bomb on Carol Danvers. Yeah. I'm going to do a physical pumpkin bomb onto Carol Danvers. It's 3 dice because I am shocked. I get nothing whatsoever, but I will move medium. And moving up here like so. I don't know if I'm within range, but I think I'm just there or just out. I'm not sure. After moving there like so and being within range 1 of that, I do contest that objective now. I'll just do another pumpkin bomb onto Captain Marvel. That's 1, sir. It is physical again, obviously.
Physical?
Yeah,
of course.
Physical. Yes, sir. You're blocking it, but I will give you the incinerate special condition with that wild that I had. Fisk is going to be next. He's going to come up here because you have nobody else to activate. I still have the objective, so he's just going to come up here.
You have the objective.
Yeah, I got 2. And we're both needing 2 anyways, right? So I'm going to headbutt Captain Marvel for my second action, and then probably throw her. Headbutting into Captain Marvel, last activation of this round. Let's see what happens. That's 2 crits and 2 hits. So that's 5 going into her, and it is physical. You block 1, but it is good old... You block 2, so you're going to take 3. And I'll gain 3 power from that as well. And after headbutting a good old Captain Marvel, I am going to spend 3 power on Kingpin to do Hail to the King to finish off his activation. So it will be a 7-die physical attack into her. Here we go. 7 dice Hail to the King. So that is 3 with 2 crits. That is 4 going into her. Not blocking any, so she's going to be dazed, or knocked out, sorry, but I do get to chuck her beforehand, before damage is dealt short, and I'm just going to do it right back into Captain America. Yep. And Captain America's dodge roll, let's see.
It's 4.
Yeah, it's 4. You're not blocking any.
I'm not blocking anything.
Any of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be 3 damage into him as well, and also takes him out as well. So both caps are gone. So all you have is Black Widow on the board at the end of this game. Welcome, guys, to the After Action Report. You just saw the match between Sean and his Avengers and my Fisk and Criminal Syndicate. What was your thoughts on the match, dude? It was pretty close.
Pretty close match.
It was 16-14. 16 for the Criminal Syndicate, 14 for the Avengers. So, yeah.
Well, the Syndicate has that ability that basically they counters 2.
Yeah, for holding objectives, yeah.
Holding objectives. So I had to try to get rid of...
People.
Yeah. To get my points up there as quick as possible.
You have to daze them, get them
because we were evenly numbered.
Yeah,
5 on 5.
Same number of activations, exactly.
I really didn't have any advantage of trying to take and hold objectives, so I was really struggling of holding objectives.
For sure. I get it. I know when I went up against Criminal Syndicate as well, it was really hard pressed to hold objectives because each one of their models act as 2 while they're on the healthy side, right? So I didn't use the other leadership ability of passing around objectives and stuff like that, but that's okay. I'm thinking maybe that first turn for me, throwing Green Goblin up and using the hired muscle to move the citizen back. I don't think that was the best. Maybe I should have just moved up the board and tried to control it a little bit. I'm not sure. But yeah, do you have anything that stood out in this match for you, like actions that you liked and things that you liked that went well for you?
Well, I don't know. Basically, Bullseye was a real annoyance.
I do like Bullseye, man. I know
killed Black Panther pretty good.
Well, yeah, on the injured side though, like he wouldn't do that to the healthy side of Black Panther because you count blanks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that constant damage on Bullseye I think is fantastic.
It's really powerful.
The incinerate I think hurt us all.
Yeah.
And that does not help at all. And I was trying to take advantage of that with these guys as well. So Enchantress was good with being able to use her beam to hit multiple people, and the cane laser from Kingpin as well for me. I think I put that to good use. Venom didn't stand out for me this match off the top of my head after playing it. Green Goblin did some work, but I really think it was Enchantress and Kingpin and Bullseye. Those were the 3 that stood out
did the most damage and kept the most objectives.
Yeah. You were putting pressure with Black Panther on me. I know that much.
Yeah. Thor, that first throw, he nearly did a lot of damage, but you were able to
block it. You did like 5 or 6 with your hammer throw. Yeah. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I think he did 6 damage, which was that Green Goblin too, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, it was because he gave him shock, and he had like shock for the entire game after that. And I already had damage on him too from Captain Marvel. And so like, if I didn't block all that damage,
it would have knocked him.
It would have dazed him right off the bat in turn 1. So maybe that wasn't the best bet, but it was what it was. But yeah, no, it turned out well. It was a good game. So Sean, I thank you very much, dude, for coming up and joining me today in today's match. Guys, if you haven't yet, check it in the description of the video down below. You'll see the link to our Patreon account. Any support helps us here at Blackfyre Productions to produce content for you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, ignite your hobby.